Okay, Brandon, thanks very much for setting this up for us and guiding us through it. So, hello, everyone. My name is Ruben Ellis, and I'm the interim dean of the College of Liberal Arts here at Woodbury University. And it's my sincere honor to welcome you today to the College of Liberal Arts Graduate Recognition and Awards Ceremony, celebrating the graduation of Woodbury's class of 2020. Yay! We are all well aware of the occasion for us meeting together in this virtual environment. As a global community, as an educational community, and as individuals, we have all experienced the profoundly far-reaching effects of this time of uncertainty and even alarm, including Woodbury's rapid shift to virtual learning and instruction. Woodbury students and faculty moved from in-person to virtual instruction in about 3 weeks. This experience melds Woodbury's tradition of continuity with what I think of as an inspiring new sense of poise and agility. And I want to congratulate all of you for this. These days, we are reimagining ourselves as engaged and caring social beings through the much narrowed bandwidth of technology. The contraction of our physical, social spaces amplifies our need for human connection. A university like Woodbury is a social place while it is an educational space. And we are nurturing that in new ways, humanizing the digital, perhaps. I have felt inspired as I've listened to students talk about the inner resources they have found to stay committed to their education, even during these very strange times. Woodbury University's traditional graduates' dinner and awards ceremony and commencement are beloved and gala traditions, and we miss them this year. Even though this year's commencement is postponed to a later date when we can all get together in person, Woodbury's 4 academic schools, School of Architecture, School of Business, School of Media, Culture and Design, and the College of Liberal Arts, we were not about to allow a global pandemic to get in the way of commending the accomplishments of our graduates. So here we are online for a happy occasion. There are going to be 2 parts to our ceremony today. First, we will recognize the student recipients of College of Liberal Arts Departmental Awards. And second, we will acknowledge those students graduating with majors and minors in the college. I would like to specifically welcome our students. You've come far, and you're going further still. I'd like to welcome the families and friends of these fine students. Without your support and love, your students would not be where they are today. And I also welcome the faculty and staff of the College of Liberal Arts. Your commitment to excellence and the love of knowledge shows in our graduates and will always be a part of their and your legacy. Finally, it is a pleasure to welcome today Dr. David Steele, President of Woodbury University, who has a few observations to share. David?
Thank you, Ruben. First of all, let me thank all of the students, faculty, and staff for this incredible transition that we've gone through. As you said, Ruben, in 3 weeks. We have really navigated a very, very difficult situation, certainly the most difficult in my lifetime. And I really would like to thank everyone for stepping up to the plate, so to speak, and making all this happen. And the interesting thing to me is that it's happened with a lot of creativity. I've seen a lot of creativity from the students, from faculty, from staff in making all this happen. It was like, okay, we got to make it happen. Let's do it. And just a lot of creativity and innovation. And I keep thanking the IT staff in particular, because the transition would never have happened without their support. So thank you to all of you for navigating this very difficult period. So we're gathered today to recognize and to honor the academic and leadership accomplishments of our graduating students. The work of these students reflects the excellence of the Woodbury student body and serves as evidence of the commitment and talent of Woodbury's faculty to guide their students towards some amazing outcomes. The work of these students also serves to illustrate the impact of our staff who provide the infrastructure and support required for student success. Woodbury may be relatively small. However, our achievements are really quite profound. We're proud of our programs that meet rigorous standards of excellence. So just in a few words, I'd like to thank everyone for, again, navigating this very difficult situation. But to our graduating students, congratulations on your academic achievement. Remember us as you dive into your careers and do great things. And thank you for choosing Woodbury University. To our faculty and staff, thank you for your commitment to the success of our graduating students. Your nurturing and dedicated support make a huge difference in the life of our students. And to those families and friends that are also listening in, thank you for your ongoing support for your Woodbury student through his or her time on campus. We really appreciate all of you. And frankly, from the bottom of my heart, I am so proud to be president of Woodbury University. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Steele. Now I'd like to introduce Professor Michaelson, participating adjunct faculty in the Department of Interdisciplinary Studies, and a much admired and influential poet and educator. Mike will read today his poem, Traces, Places, Faces, composed for this occasion. Mike?
Good afternoon, everybody, and congratulations to everyone. Congratulations, graduates, and thank you for being here with us. I wrote a poem dedicated to my students, and this poem is about what we do together and how we learn together as a community, and a very interdisciplinary nature in the way it all cross-pollinates and collaborates. So this is titled Traces, Places, Faces. Traces, places, faces, connecting spaces, cultural, historical, personal, three realms of interpretation, channels for communication, away to Rainy Mountain. We slow down the conversation, writing morning pages. Positions of contemplation, bridging liminal spaces, interdisciplinary relations, intersecting history and biography, tracing the lineage through journeys, natures, conflicts, knowledges, LA stories, print, sound, light, fight the good fight. My students write about personal artifacts, like the ring gifted to them by their grandfather after the Armenian genocide. We put the heart in liberal arts. Traces, uncovering a series of marks, an outline, a passage, a record, or physical indication of something that vanished, an etching, a great turning of pages. Take time to see the traces. Observations in an essay, a litany of lyrics, critical cartography, public history, cultural geography, ecofeminism, and deep ecology. My students and I took a walk along the concrete river talking about man versus nature. Places, a locale, locus, location, a station, a designated area of meaningful conversations, a center of memory, a region, a facility, a landmark, a natural site, a waterfall, an architectural marvel connected to experience, an open mic, a Socratic dialogue, two feral cats in the backyard, a circle of friends singing on the dance floor. Every day is your birthday. Social locations, navigations, faces. People are a beacon, family, women and men in the city, friends, colleagues, associates, long-lost cohorts from childhood, together in the neighborhood, uniting heart and mind, together spending time. Back in the 1980s, I was picking mint leaves with my grandmother in Long Beach. Let's bring it back to the work that reconnects. We build community, draw your history, a reframing, intergenerational exchanging, historiography, sharing authority, autoethnography. It comes back to you and me, sharing space. Traces, places, faces. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you to our wonderful students. I love you all. Thank you, everybody.
Well, let me turn things over to Dr. Douglas Kramer, who will begin the awarding of awards to the recipients.
Good morning. We begin here a series of awards to our students for their outstanding achievements and contributions to the College of Liberal Arts and to our studies. The first to be honored are those who are receiving the award for Outstanding Achievement in Interdisciplinary Studies, which recognizes the highest level of excellence in the integration of two separate disciplinary foci in their work and in their study. The awards this year go to Alec Badalian and to Alexandria Buchanan. The second set of awards in the Department of Interdisciplinary Studies go for those students who made outstanding contributions to interdisciplinary studies, in which we recognize the excellence in the work done in departmental courses and events. The first award goes to Spencer Bridges. And the next to Danielle Huang. Congratulations, all four of you, and thank you for everything you've done in your work over your time at Woodbury.
Next, let me turn things over to Dr. Amy Converse.
Hi there, I'm Amy. I'm the coordinator for the Art History Department here at Woodbury University. As you probably all know, Woodbury doesn't have an art history major. So the awards for outstanding academic achievement in art history recognize students from all of our schools who have gone above and beyond their primary classes to attain excellence in a totally different field. Art history is a lot of work. It combines history, visual analysis, conceptual thinking, and even sociology and anthropology, and a lot of reading. So it is my great pleasure to announce awards in art history for the following students. First is Alexia Cortez. Next, we have David DeGeronimo. Also, Kyrillos M. Hanna. And finally, Nathaniel Aaron Segal. So congratulations to all of these students, also to their families on all of your achievements. Please stay in touch and let me know if you guys ever need a letter of reference. I'd be happy to write it for you. Thank you.
Thanks, Amy. Now, Dr. Emily Bills.
Hi, everyone. Congratulations. I'm Dr. Emily Bills, and I'm the coordinator of the Urban Studies program. I'm excited to present the Outstanding Achievement in Urban Studies Award. This award recognizes outstanding academic achievement in urban studies, and it goes a student who's minored in urban studies and is graduating. He's done excellent work in the field. This year, it goes to a student who was intending to minor in urban studies, took it to a whole other level, and made it the focus of her major program. So I'm excited to award this to Jacqueline Tejada for her excellent work in studies.
Thanks, Emily. And now Dr. Matthew Bridgewater.
Hi, everyone. I'm Professor Matt Bridgewater, Chair of the Writing Department. I want to congratulate all of our seniors on this very special day. The Outstanding Achievement in Professional Writing Award recognizes writing that exceeds the typical expectations of an assignment, shows consistent superior quality throughout, develops a complex idea, is original and creative, and demonstrates evidence of critical thinking and engagement with an issue or issues. This year's recipient is Trisha Lopez. Her culminating work at the university was her senior thesis, In Time I Will, a gutsy and artful chapbook of poems. And that was guided by her mentor, Professor Linda Dove.
Matt, thanks very much.
Thank
And
you.
now, Laurel Zaganji.
Hello, everyone. I'm Laurel DeGangi, coordinator of tutoring services and also an adjunct professor in the writing department. I'm here today to present the awards for tutoring services. I'm presenting these awards, the Outstanding Achievement in Tutoring Services. The award recognizes the contributions of peer tutors from both the Writing Center and our Math, Science, and Subject Tutoring Center, who, through their leadership and devotion, have nurtured the academic success of their peers. The awardees are Sejal Vahidi, Rocky Kaskalan, Shang Gu, who we know as Tom, Adne Kodaverdian, Julian Snowden, and Hans Fogley. So congratulations, graduating tutors. I would be thrilled to write a letter of recommendation for any of you, and congratulations to all the graduating seniors here today.
Thanks, Laurel. You know, the students and faculty of the College of Liberal Arts is not a very mute group. So I suggest we unmute ourselves for a minute and give a big round of applause and maybe some appropriate hooting and hollering to our award recipients. Not bad for virtual. Okay, thank you to our faculty presenters, and congratulations to our student award recipients. The second part of our program will be the recognition of students graduating with majors and minors in the College of Liberal Arts. First, however, Linda Dove, participating adjunct faculty in the writing department and events coordinator for the college, will give us some context to the college's way of recognizing its graduates. Linda?
Thank you, Ruben. I have the honor of talking a little bit about the honor cords, which we bestow on our graduating students. We give honor cords in several different areas. This is an example of the main honor cord that we're giving out today, which is the COLA, the College of Liberal Arts honor cord. It's in blue and white because those are the traditional colors of liberal arts. So honor cords are, like they look, silk ropes. They have tassels on the end. They are worn like a shawl around the neck. They're traditionally bestowed on degree recipients in recognition of their scholarship and achievement in a particular discipline. They are medieval and ecclesiastical in origin, although today the silks correspond to the Academy's various fields of study via their traditional colors. And so, as I said, the colors of liberal arts are blue and white, but each of you graduating seniors are going to receive an honor cord that also recognizes your specific field of study. And so, for instance, politics and history is navy blue and white. History is just white. Interdisciplinary studies is citron green. Professional writing is a combination of white for arts and letters and crimson for journalism and silver for rhetoric and oratory. And then we have a special cord for those students graduating who were part of Mariah Literary Magazine. And the color of that honor cord is olive green because of the Mariah tree, which is an olive tree. And so each of the graduating seniors will receive the cords that are appropriate to their discipline. Everyone will receive the COLA honor cord. Thank you.
And Linda, presumably all the students will actually be receiving the real physical honor cords here at some point. And when our in-person commencement actually occurs, if all of you would wear them, we would sure be honored by that.
Yeah, we're going to mail the honor cords out to everyone, of course, after this ceremony concludes. And those people who receive awards will also receive those certificates in the mail as well.
Thanks, Linda. Matt?
Okay. For completing the degree requirements towards a minor in professional writing, and for his recognition for serving as editor-in-chief of Mariah Literary Magazine, we honor Otto Codaverdian. She receives the honor cords for the College of Liberal Arts, for professional writing, and for Mariah Literary Magazine. Congratulations, Otto.
Doug?
I have the honor of presenting our graduate recipients in politics and history and interdisciplinary studies. For completing the degree requirements towards a major in politics and history, we have Maha Al-Khatib, whose thesis was a field study of Muslim American women on attitudes towards wearing the hijab. In interdisciplinary studies, we have Amani Al-Ajib, whose thesis was on plastic bag control in Saudi Arabia, moving towards a strategy of national containment. Alec Badalian's thesis was on digital marketing, test marketing, and student filmmaking. Alexandria Buchanan, whose thesis was on visual marketing for musicians. Kaylin Holbrook, magna cum laude, thesis The Mouse and the Bat, the evolution of two characters and the companies they bolstered. Hao Junhu, thesis is a study of the challenges faced by the Chinese film industry in the cultural export market. And Cindy Long for digital marketing's influence on moviegoers. Congratulations, everyone.
And Linda?
And I have the pleasure of presenting Trisha Lopez with her honor cords and with the recognition of her graduate status. Trisha took 5 courses with me that spanned her time at Woodbury. By the way, I think that in my entire history, my entire career of teaching, that's the most any student courses have ever taken with me. So I feel like maybe I should offer an apology at this point. But this gave me a front row seat to her growth. Of course, she gained knowledge and skills as she completed her academic work, but she also developed the confidence to express herself beyond ideas she had heard circulated by professors or other students, to the point where she began to dare, to the point where work became passion. When that happens, you get to watch a student shift their relationship away from an assignment or a syllabus towards the words themselves, the language itself, the blank page. The student will stop merely jumping through your hoops, and in fact, if you're really lucky, she'll defy them. Trisha is hungry for new approaches to learning, angry about injustices, and open to whatever uncertainty lives on the other side of this graduation door. And I can't wait to see the impact that she makes there. Her culminating work at the university was her senior thesis, a gutsy and artful chapbook of poems entitled In Time I Will. And of that, I have no doubt, in time she will. Congratulations, Trisha. By the way, she graduates magna cum laude with honor cords in the College of Liberal Arts, professional writing, and for being the editor-in-chief of Mariah Magazine and being one of the founding editors of Mariah. So thank you.
Doug?
We have 2 other recipients in absentia. Samantha Mazzola, cum laude in history, with a thesis on the psychological analysis of Napoleon Bonaparte's leadership. and Barney with a degree in interdisciplinary studies and a thesis on a film study, suspension of disbelief, and the active interpretation of content. Congratulations to both of our prior graduates to this semester.
You know, this is really impressive work, and it's just a real pleasure to be in the presence of the kind of work that our students have done. And thanks, everyone, graduates and families of graduates. Again, you've been just so instrumental in getting your students to this point. And thanks again to the faculty who worked with these fine students. So I have a few thoughts I'd like to leave you with. But before I do, I want to acknowledge a few people who have been instrumental in making today's event a success. And I'm talking about Linda Dove, Lisa Cooper, and Rachel Farnsworth of the college, Brandon Muse of Information Technology, and Rebecca Albrecht of Marketing. Thanks very much to all of you.
Ruben?
Yeah.
I think we skipped Jacqueline Tejada.
Oh my gosh. How did we do that?
Graduation.
Oh, Emily, I'm so sorry.
Well,
Emily.
Jackie's here. Can I present her graduation? Hi, Jackie.
Hi, I missed you guys.
Let's not forget, I'm very honored to present to Jacqueline today, and I have something to say. Jacqueline is one of those unique students who takes what she learns in the classroom, and before you know it, she's enthusiastically applied those lessons to real life participation. After a site visit for an urban studies class to an urban homestead, for example, she began to volunteer in edible gardens, including the Los Angeles Community Work on that serves our most citizens. She was interested in the intersections between food and social justice, and she landed an internship at Homeboy Industries, which said was, quote, literally a dream come true. And most impressively, she parlayed an urban studies class on alternative housing in interdisciplinary studies thesis project on living that took as its centerpiece designing and building a real tiny house out of recycled and repurposed materials. She then conducted a lived-in experiment of converting her current lifestyle into a tiny house experience over a period of 3 to 4 months. Her project has a significant component of community engagement. The first of its kind to be erected on campus, it was intended to engage conversations about affordable housing and other issues many students face. Jacqueline once told me that being able to do this social justice work is what keeps her grounded and reminds her why she attended college in the first place. I know she'll have enthusiasm with her into the world, and it'll be a better place for it. Congratulations, Jackie. You received the Cola Core, traditional blue and white of liberal arts, and a Citron Award for your major interdisciplinary studies.
Thanks, Emily. Jackie, I am so sorry. That's what happens when an old guy tries to read the program without using his graduated lenses. So anyway, I got to know Jackie a little bit working with her on Phil Pack's Yosemite trip this last year, and I was also very impressed with her curiosity about the natural world and passion for social justice. So with that said, I'd like to say a few words. This might be the closest I ever get to delivering a commencement address, so I'm going to give a very short one. And it goes something like this. It could very well be that what we do in the world, in good times and in challenging times, is significantly shaped by what kind of a world we think we are living in. Last fall, I had the opportunity to meet Dr. Joanna Macy, who is an eco-philosopher, scholar of general systems theory, and a respected voice in peace and justice studies. In her book, World is Lover, World is Self, Macy suggests that there are in general 4 different ways of looking at the world, ways passed down through the ages, through various cultures and traditions. And those are these: the world as battlefield, the world as trap, world as lover, and world as self. If the world is a battlefield for you, think of it as a place of perpetual struggle, where forces of good and evil are continually at odds. The paradigm has some appeal and some costs. It provides a sense of certainty at the possible cost of empathy. If you think of the world as a trap, your goal is not to engage with opposing forces and defeat them, but to disentangle yourself from a messy world, to escape to something higher, simpler, better. This view provides a sense of calm at the possible expense of engagement and activism. If you think of the world as a lover, you see it as an essential and life-nurturing partner. In this world, you are not alone. During challenging times, there's more courage and endurance in the world than you alone could summon. If you see the world as self, you live in a world where everything is diverse, but somehow integrated. You are not just partnered with the world, but an expression of it. For good or ill, you are the face of the world. I think there are probably ways to live meaningful and productive lives through all four of these views of the world. And the reality is that we all probably inhabit all these worlds at different times and in different ways. The point is probably to simply give it some thought and consideration. Consider which world you are stepping out in today, graduates. You'll know it when you see it. Now, Dr. Douglas Kramer will close our ceremony with the benediction.
We give thanks today for all those who have gifted us in so many ways, for all those who sacrificed and supported these graduates every day, for all those who gave them of their time and their talents along the way, for all those who listened to and loved them as they wrestled with their studies, and most of all, for all these graduates who are the fruit of all of our and their labors. For all these gifts, we give thanks. Amen.
Thanks, Doug. Well said. Graduates, Woodbury University joins you in celebrating your success.
Congratulations!
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Thanks.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Woo.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys can turn your mics on now.
Good job.
You want to
Get those mics on.
celebrate.
We want to know how it feels. It's like a very quiet open mic out there.
Hi.
Congratulations, everybody. Thank you for all your hard work.
Congratulations, you guys. Good job.
Thank you, everyone. I appreciate it.
Congratulations, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. I would take you guys all to the tiny house if I could. Hey, Marty.
Hey, congrats. Class of 2020.
Congratulations, you all.
Where'd the bubbles spill?
Do I graduate now? I get a.
Where are the bubbles?
Where's the bubble?
I don't have any, but I can't.
bubble.
Hi, man.
Congratulations. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Thank you all so much.
Congratulations, and Surfer Dude says hello. Surfer Dude wants to go to the surf. Congratulations.
Hey, Doug.
Hey, Doug.
Congratulations, everybody. Enjoy your week and your freedom from all of this in the summer, whenever we can get out of this and go have fun again.
And we're wrapped.